Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? Spooky, scary black blobs and tasty carnitas. Yes, we did have tasty carnitas for dinner. They were delicious. You did an amazing job on them. Well, let's go ahead and pause the music and get the game pulled up then, shall we? We are looking to capture. Save for a certain mushroom. Yes, my sister would have been able to enjoy them. And they had mushrooms in it, so she would like them even more, because she does love her mushrooms. Can you stop that? Okay, we are going to continue.
Now we have a cross.
Yes. For those who missed last time, we are trying to help this. My brain is just going. We are trying to help this changeling not be cursed anymore, and in doing so, we needed a cross that was worn by a demon, which we gained in the last stream, a belt made of a specific leather, and a name given by a priest. So we still need to get the belt, and we still need to get the name.
You see, Vasha, ask, and ye shall receive.
Big deal. A demon's cross.
And Proshka is the little kitty that is the demon that we got the cross from.
Sosietkos don't shun crosses either, I presume.
A house spirit, yeah.
But on the other hand, we could do without this rattle box chort.
I mean, I like the kitty.
Why are you calling a rattle box?
Hush, Proshka. Don't be angry, Grandpa. He may be of use to us yet.
He's a
All
cute
right.
cat. I mean, how can you
We'll
not
see,
find use in a
Forza.
cute cat?
All that's left for you is to get a name and a belt. Which will you start with?
Let's do the belts. I guess start with the spinner for the belt.
Let's start with the belt.
Very well then. To the spinner. Vasilisa and I are going to see the spinner.
I don't know why he said the spinner, like.
There's
He said it
nothing
weird that
for
one
you
time.
to do there, Kolya. Understand?
Sure did.
And one more thing. Don't say anything about the Banya or the bride. The spinner can't stand demons, though she looks like one herself.
Well, that's just rude.
Got it?
The spinner.
Who is the spinner?
A woman of sorts. Her name is Kapitalina Ivanna, but everyone calls her the spinner behind her back.
Why?
She's quite knowledgeable. You don't want to mess with her.
Why?
That's why I am coming with you. Don't go running your mouth. Speak nothing of the book.
Why, Papa?
But why, Papa? Why? Why you don't give me answers, Papa?
Got it?
What should I say to get the belt?
Good question, Vasilisa. Keep your ears open when you speak to her.
Okay, every now and then, freaking old Ed Igor is just like, his words are just interesting. Keep your ears open. Sometimes he says words fine, and sometimes
Remember,
it's just like,
do not mention
why'd you emphasize
demons.
that specific
She
portion?
does not like them. And you might as well disregard the fact that we needed the belt for a changeling girl. Now, if you show you are of knowledge, that would be good indeed.
Okay, so show him smart, don't talk about demons, don't talk about the black book.
If she doesn't
Got it.
like you, or should you let anything sleep, the cost will be more than we can handle. Got it?
Okay, does that mean money cost, or does that mean, like, combat cost?
Understood, Grandpa. It's time we were on our way.
Yes, it's better go to her at night.
Why? Why is it better to go to her at night? I thought we weren't supposed to travel at night, and we only travel at night to go deal with the demons, but she's not a demon, so why are we traveling at night?
I've arranged a cart for us.
Do you have any Kupala salve left?
If I only knew. We could fly, but feet will do. And another thing. There's this rich fellow, Petrov is his name.
Interesting name.
He asked me to check on his field. Says demons are ruining his crops. It's not far from Pintek. It so happens.
Pester the Chorts. Task completed. The Chort had some drinks with Sodeko and set him on the horse. Now the spirit rides the animals each night. Okay. The imp appears in front of the kids on the farm of a fiery hurricane. Some of them start to stutter. Oh no, I'm getting a sin for doing this. I have 8 sin now.
Oops.
The imp appears in front of the kid at a fiery hurricane. Some of them start to stutter. Okay. Steal milk from the cow. Okay. Get rid of the Yes, let me put the one that just made the spirit ride on a horse. Let me now make him get rid of him. Grow killer? Appear in the night. Do nothing else, just appear. Send fleas and roaches. Get rid of the spirits. Well, if I don't send them, then they're going to cause me issues, so... I don't know what Killa. But this dude likes to cause hunger, so I'm gonna guess maybe it's a weed or something. So send.
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm all cozy here on the sleeping bench. I'm sleepy. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep. Got tired.
What kind of demon are you, Ikota?
That's how fiends are called. Ikota. If they possess people, that is. You know that. Wish to learn more? Any demon can become Ikota. Climb up on someone, got it, that's it. People will call you Ikota. Bet you can do it better than me.
Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean,
Wanted to learn more about you. What were you doing before Akulina?
Alright, I'll tell you. It's a long story, mind you.
okay, tell me your long story, kitty cat.
I've told you before, I used to be a Susetko.
That was too long
For
of a
quite
story.
some time I've lived there. The Transfiguration Church was built how long ago? Must be over 200 years. I am wise and old, you see. So you'd better heed my advices if you know what's good for you.
Never seen cats any wiser, that's true.
Good then.
Maybe you'll stop swooping your fur all over the Isba in 200 years, eh?
What? What about it? None of my concern. I have to look after the household anyway. You could have fixed the bench yourself, by the way. It creaks as hell.
Oh, I'll show you, you damn short.
Wait, Grandpa. He will do a better job. Won't you, Proshka?
I love how my character's just like, be nice to the kitty.
Sure, I better one alright.
What with the church then?
So about it. I've stayed at Susetko there from the time it was built.
You were Susetko over there in church? Or were you from some other place?
In the church. I remember that well. But what was there before that building? Damn it. Can't quite remember. Let's talk a bit later. Maybe my memory will return.
Okay, so was at the church for 200 years and can't remember anything before that. Okay.
Why did you transform into a cat?
Because cats are adorable.
Cats kill people. For protection, that is why.
Okay.
Well, what you looking at? Scared, eh?
Yeah, right. Cats give no quarter. It is good that our father Tsar's army keeps them in check.
So you don't believe me then? Let me tell you one story.
Okay. A cat on a mill. Once my uncle was working on a mill and I could hear a grinding stone not working as it should. It rotated for a bit, stopped, and then rotated again. He came closer and saw a big black cat sitting on it, and the grinding stone rotating as if something was hindering it. My uncle went to grab the cat, but it slipped to the other side. My uncle tried to grab it a second time, but again it managed to dodge him. Then all of a sudden the cat disappeared with a crack as if it fell through the floor, and the grindstone started working properly again. The next day, my uncle died. Well, that escalated very quickly.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
We should tell everyone about the chorts we've met. You know, to warn the good people, right?
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. How did
Cross?
you end up with a cross?
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as a cross with no story behind it.
All right then, I'll tell you. We were near a town. Levna, it's called. It was a real massacre there.
Did you encounter any chorts there?
Worse, the cannon fire was so loud that all the chorts fled, if they were any. It seems they all fled here, to the north. So, there was this redoute ahead of us. Couldn't take it.
Redoute?
Well, it's a kind of a fortress. No one could get any closer.
Okay.
And what about you, being such a gallant lad?
Hey, no jokes. Listen. I think God helped me. I went from the side, and then found some barrels full of gunpowder and lit them.
Easily caused an
They
explosion.
blew up, started a fire. There was a lot more ammunition there. A lot of our enemies burned that day. I can still hear their screams. I suppose I will to the end of my days. I nearly died there myself. Since then, when I see a fire, I remember that redoute and those screams. I fished the cross from the river of blood, Vassal. Are you happy now? Do you understand about the fire now? Ah,
Yes, just let's get the military guy to just talk us all through his PTSD. Yes, totally. Sounds
What are you
like a
going
great
to do with a
plan.
new bride?
well, we'll get a farm. We'll get folks from the village to help. Well now, I'll build an excellent isba. And children eventually. What a life it will be.
Be careful, though. Who knows? The Bannock might be back.
That's good. The mother-in-law is always welcome.
It seems that you're the fiercest of them all.
Yes, let's just. The Bannock is now mother-in-law.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Great idea.
Old houses and banyas are often home to demons. The masters leave, but don't always take their host spirits with them.
You've been telling me how you got your Khaldun power.
Right, where were we? So, I became a shepherd boy. He taught me this and that at first at Prokopi. Phew. That one time, the cattle had wandered all over the place, and my chief turned up drunk. Drank a whole bottle of vodka. He couldn't move a muscle.
I mean, I feel like anyone who drank a whole bottle of vodka was
Well,
just drunk off their
what
butt.
other choice did I have? I went to collect them by myself. Managed to get almost all of them as midnight drew near. Had to pass Mikhail's crossroads on the way back. You know how that place is. So, there I am, with the cattle tagging along. The moment I stepped onto the crossroads, everything turned upside down. Winds out of nowhere, and what you know, swarms of shorts. Figured I'd quickly draw a circle around me, and so I did. And these shorts were just swarming on the edge of the circle, all sorts, you name it. Well, I think that's it. Everything turned out all right, as you see. Next time I'll tell you how I got out of it.
Okay, you're just gonna tell me in little, tiny little snippets. Okay.
What sort of spirits are those Bannocks?
Masters of the bathhouse, like Susietko in an isba. I don't think it was an ordinary place, the banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors used to be worshipped the spirits of the hearth. Some Perm people still call upon Yan or Voipil.
Okay, Yen is the god demiurge in Komi Permian mythology, and Voipil, a god in Komi Permian mythology. The name is translated as North Wind. Okay. Okay, can't do anything else. Let's go. Oh, that's just books, and let's see if there's anything of interest.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Hi, Shorty. Sorry you were playing Mod Skyblocks with the hubby, so very distracted. Oh, it's okay. Hope y'all are having fun.
What kind of wisdom do you possess? That which comes from above, or that of snakes and demons?
By Zagavors. Let's do this one. And then next. Just the one. A small forest situated near the road from Vilgort to Pionteg. You spent 20 minutes trying to figure out why
You catch a
you
whiff
couldn't
of the disgustingly sweet smell
land
of
played
rot.
together. It was one
Cold
small setting
fear
that
enters
wasn't
your
clicked
soul
because of
when
course
you
that's all
guess
it was.
What might be the
Yeah.
source of the smell? A human body lies nestled in the grass. It is already unrecognizable from decay. You see an old wooden cross upon its breast.
But yeah, I could see that. Some games are just kind of very fickle. Like you have to have everything just right. I'm gonna bury
You
him.
dig a small grave and push the dead man inside. You read a prayer and continue your journey.
And yay, we're down. We have one less sin. Yay. People rarely venture into these marshes, since they're not really inhabited by anyone. Various spirits have made this area their dwelling.
You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail, swinging it from side to side. A swishing sound of the snake's body and its angry hissing fill the swamp area.
Why are you being mean to... What is this game and being mean to snakes? We're attacking
You
to
start
defend the
reading your
snake.
Zagavrs. The demon immediately forgets its toy and jumps straight in your direction. At least the snake manages to escape.
Yes, the snake is fine. Save the snake. You're only doing 5 damage, so... You... Haha, you cannot touch me. You... Oh, no. Just you. Let's do this one. Village near the Kama River. We gotta go all the way down and back around, but it's whatever.
Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on and turned into a non-stop festival. You notice the worried host, who looks like he can't wait to say goodbye to his guests.
Offer help?
You offer to disperse the festival for the host. His distrust of you vanishes when, after a couple of your zagavers, furious winds send the suddenly worried guests scurrying home. The host rewards you with some of the dishes from a banquet table.
Okay. Don't know how I feel about using my Zygo voters against people, but okay. Talk is somewhere in the old woods stands an old pagan Permian idol. Okay.
Bathing in the moonlight, a moss-covered idol is hidden among the tall trees. You walk closer and see a fresh towel wrapped around it. The forest around you is silent.
I will take your word for it, because I see nothing. The Earls offer a peculiar blend of religions. The veiled paganism of Russian Christianity is overlaid by the paganism of native peoples who are not always Christianized. For instance, some of the Mari and Udmurt people did not adopt Christianity but kept their ancestors' traditions. The Komi people adopted the new religion but mixed in their former beliefs. Even more complex was the confluence of Nikon reforms with the traditions of the old believers who fled to the Ural and Siberia during the Raskol or Schism. It is simply impossible to discuss the religious situations in the Urals with the singular notion of double belief. Okay. People rarely venture into these marshes since they're not really inhabited by anyone. Various spirits have made this area their dwelling. Okay, so probably going to be a fight. Got it.
You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. Old Yegor smirks, another of the spinner's victims.
What do you mean the spinner's victims? Is the spinner a bad person? Help the girl.
You call out to the peasant girl and convince her to get rid of the cursed spindle. Surprised, the girl follows your advice.
Yay, one less sin. Grim woods by the spinner's house.
You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She died recently.
Okay, so we can go tell about the body, or we can summon the spirit. Let's see what the new information is we got. The word for witch takes the root from the word vedat, to know, to have some degree of knowledge, and vedma in traditionally a woman versed in knowing and performing magic. They were often called vikshitas, from veksha, squirrel. It is a phonetic distortion of the words Veshitas. I am 100% sorry that I am probably butchering how to pronounce these words. I am trying. Veshitsa and Vedajushya, one who knows. According to Shurdin, the mythological text, such a woman could turn into a squirrel, allowing her to enter a house through the chimney and steal an unborn child from an expectant mother. According to the same text, witches often gathered atop a mountain to celebrate by roasting children alive over a fire. Or children over a fire. Where did I get alive? Witches performed black magic, cast the evil eye upon people and livestock, stole milk from cows' udders, that's a weird one, and shared knowledge of love spells and love potions. Love magic is akin to black magic. They could be the wives of Khalduns and draw magic from their husbands. In Shurdian Uyuzd, they were believed to appear as regular women and were seldom depicted as the ugly hags that featured prominently in Europe. As knowers, they were able to communicate with Jorts. Okay, so are we supposed to be one of these? Because we're a knower, but we're talked to as though we're Khaldun. But here it was like Khalduns are husbands, or like men, but we are not a man in the game, so... Interesting. But also, should we go tell about the body, or should we summon the spirits? Let's tell the body.
You summon the strength to go to Pantek and tell them about the dead body. You see the despair in the eyes of the peasants. It seems the girl was well loved in the village.
Aww. Well, we lost a sin and gained 100 teeth. But it's sad. This is a large and rich village, the center of Pyanteg's Volost. There's an old church of the Epiphany, and it's notorious for being haunted. There's also a new one that is that of Ilya the Prophet. Let's start off.
You feel at ease as you walk down the welcoming street of this village. A calm silence surrounds you. You almost pass through the village, but the silence is broken by loud laughter and the sounds of an accordion.
That's an odd combination. Go closer.
Vasilisa, is that you? Come on, join us.
I don't have the time.
Come on, your work is such a bore. 5 minutes here won't kill you.
Listen
All
to the
right,
song.
I have a little bit of time.
We can listen
You
to one
sit
song.
by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Join the singers. They really did really good on the music in this game. It's so pretty. Granted, I have no idea what they're saying, but it sounds really pretty. Yeah, well, we're gonna continue on now. As the music just continues with. Near Pyeongtaek, there are several small villages scattered throughout the nearby forests and woods. It seems like a nice place to live.
On the field, you hear
Okay,
the
there's the
steady
stop.
sound of digging. Coming closer, you see a peasant moving the border of a field. The man looks startled when he sees you approach. He stops and calls out to you.
I mean, I have no reason not to talk
Is
to him.
that you, Igor?
It is I, with Vasilisa. God bless.
God bless. What are you looking at? I'm moving the border ditch. What of it?
Field
Why are
edge.
you moving the border ditch? You moved it quite far.
For good reason. The Petrov's workers caused me nothing but grief. They deceived me, shot me in flour. Only they didn't steal in broad daylight.
Have you spoken of it at the village meeting?
I have. Not much good it did me. Petrov's folks silenced me right away. Huh. I'll tell you what. If you curse the demons, I'll pay you.
I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to. I don't want to trick him. I don't want to attack him, and I don't want to curse anybody. So. There's no shortage of waterfalls and ravines when you travel around Shurian Uyez. They say further to the west, one can even see mountains that surround the region. That sounds really pretty.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb, Adam's Head.
More Adam's Head!
You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Okay, we're gonna go to the spinner's hut now, so let's go see how this does. There's a witch hut just outside Pyeongtaek village. The spinner is a powerful and famous knower. Even in Vilgort, people have heard of her. Some of the girls went to her for love potions. Old Igor doesn't offer such services. Well, your house creepy
The
enough.
closer
as it
you
is.
are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs cold every other moment. You feel that the border between worlds is very thin in this part of the forest.
Well, let's look around.
There are bright strings of some kind on the path.
Is that a human skull? Doesn't really look like one, but
You approach the skull hanging by the door.
Oh.
Suddenly, the bony head starts shaking. A burning coal that serves as an eye socket stops you in your tracks.
Oh, joy! And Noah, are we? Finally, some fun! My eye isn't what it used to be. Who's that old timer over there? I think I know him.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure, but I'm ordered to test Noah. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be hanging around here in the first place.
I mean, I can understand
Anyway,
that.
We'll do it just like in the fairy tales. I'll give you 3 riddles.
I must answer these riddles 3.
Solve any one of them, and I'll let you through.
Okay.
Solve none, or refuse to answer, I'll take one of your eyes. I'm short one, you see.
I'd say that's the least of your problems.
Well, are you up to it?
Sure. Sure. I'm gonna look
I
around
want
some
to look
more.
around first.
Okay, I can't go more that way. And I can't go more that way. Look,
So, how do you like this Isba?
I don't like this
Ours
Isba.
is quite a bit cozier, isn't it? Go speak to that skull. He's a doorman of sorts here. That's the spinner for you. Always thinking up something crazy.
Something crazy.
What do
I like
you
the way
mean,
he says certain
speak to the
words.
skull?
It
I
talks.
mean that it used to be a Khaldun. The regular folks aren't likely to chat with it. We, knowers, are used to this sort of thing.
Yes, we're used to decapitated skulls having random conversations with us, asking us to solve riddles.
It's something new the spinner thought up. Skulls such as these used to hang on the trees around here like effigies of sorts. This one is used as a kind of test. It would be best if you passed the test. This woman knows me, you see, but she's not familiar with you.
What's with the yarn on the paths?
You see it, do you?
Yes.
Ordinary folk don't. The yarn binds some poor Christians to the spinner. It's a strong and dark sorcery. You had better go and speak to the doorman.
What else should I know about the spinner?
Hush, child. These skulls report every little detail to that witch.
Every night there is a sound of wailing and hammering all around her Isba. Chorts themselves can't be seen by ordinary men, but I found a secret passage in some hymn book that said you needed to look through a wedding ring to see them. One time I was walking along and I saw the witch walking in front of me, flapping and swinging her hands around with a pester on her back. So I looked through my ring, and what did I see? Bugs and flies of all colors swarming out of her pesters and stinging her. As we were walking by a herd, the witch grabbed a bunch of bugs from the air and threw them towards the herd. The chorts flew at the cows, stung them all over, and returned back to the pester. They had had their fill. She does not sound like a nice lady.
Keep your lips sealed.
Okay, let's go answer these riddles 3.
Ready to solve some riddles?
Let's ask a question.
Wait, answer my questions first.
I have no answers for you. I only ask questions. Well, are you up to it?
Okay, I can ask you questions. Okay, agreed.
Have it your way. Ask your riddles.
Listen to the first one, girl.
Okay.
There is a hamlet, folks packed together tight. Come morning the cock sings, yet no man stands upright.
There's a hamlet, folks packed in tight. Come morning the cock crows, yet no man stands upright.
Oh, cemetery.
Cemetery. Proper dead men do not rise from the graves.
Correct. You solved the riddle. Only that man don't rise in the morning. Believe me, I know. You may pass, or you may try to guess another.
Yeah, let's just
All
go
right,
in.
then. I'm off to see the spinner.
I only needed to answer one. Why do you have stakes sticking out of the ground, out of your floorboards? In deadly looking
Evening,
wheel yarn
Kapitalina Ivanovna.
spools. I don't like it. Your house is terrifying.
Evening to you too, Igor Evladovich.
How old are you, madam? You look... The little bit I can see of you, you look very old.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the black book.
brought you my little orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
Maybe. Have they not realized how certain symbolatry that's happening behind her?
She's supposed to be a I can't remember what they're stinking called in Greek mythology, but the
Norn?
maybe the ones that hold the threads of life.
Yes, that they're called the Norn.
Yeah.
But baby, not that.
I have upset the pupper.
Spinners.
Spider? She better not be a spider.
Look at how the symbolatry is behind her with the pretty much.
If she's a spider, I am.
Spider demon. She's a spoon demon.
Also, I brought you my little orphan. Such a lovely way to put that I brought my grandchild. Like, you raised her.
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? You took my spindle. It was doing my bidding, you know. I let it slide on account of you not knowing and all.
God bless Kapitolina Ivanovna.
She has the stirrings of a knower, your girl. Wouldn't make a bad successor for you. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
I feel like any of these conversation topics might be bad. Your yarn is everywhere. I feel like asking about your yarn isn't necessarily a bad
I
thing.
wanted to ask you about this yarn you have here and around the house.
This witchery is not yet for you, Vasilisa. In time, you'll learn, perhaps. It's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
It's a
I
belt.
need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt.
Then why are you having
Only
SS?
why would I give one to you?
Old Igor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her?
Compliment.
You're known all across the Uyezd for weaving the best belts, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
A minor administrative subdivision of the Russian Empire. Okay.
So I am. You aren't here without reason. I can indeed make good belts. You've become a knower, so I'll give you an enchanted belt. So what are you going to do with your chorts?
How am I supposed to answer that? I really don't know what to do with them.
She doesn't like demons. Torture
Well,
them.
make them suffer, of course. Give them some back-breaking work.
That's how you should treat them. Torment those filthy creatures. Only knowers can do some good. Well, turns out you're a good knower, girl. I'll give you a belt as a gift.
Why, thank you.
Here, it's a good one. Later, I'll put you in touch with a pupil of mine. A fine man. Maybe it'll work out for the two of you, hmm?
Thank you for the belt, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
Well, thank you, Kapitolina. See you again sometime.
See you soon. Farewell.
Yay! Belts. Quest accomplished. Huzzah.
Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll hear of her. Well done, Vasya. She's taking a liking to you. The meeting couldn't have gone better. All right, we've got the belt. Now we must plan our next moves. Now we need to name our Banya bride. Well, go to Vilgurt. You'll find a priest there. Kolya, you should go too.
It's decided then.
That was simple. Madhavi causes a newborn to develop a kila. A child nearly dies, but the demon is driven away by prayers. Okay. The garden turns to wasteland. The peasants can forget about an autumn harvest. Sure.
Well, Vasha, now I can say I've seen things. Cannon fire. A redoute, that's one thing. The devil himself, that's a whole different level. Still, I think that war is scarier. Much scarier than any chort. I still can't forget it.
You've seen too few chorts, Kolya.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's true.
It's like you've seen
That's
what?
beside
One?
the point. I'm not going to put up with it. I know how to get over this. I have an idea.
I mean, unless you count... unless he's actually acknowledging the ones that he saw with me. That's still not a lot.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of stepping right into the fire, if only something turned up.
You could die, you know.
No. I'm not talking about something like a campfire. And I'm not planning on dying either. It's not the devil I have to overcome. Man's greatest enemy is himself. That's what I think.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
What happened down there in the war?
Oh yes, let's just
Vasha,
continue talking about his
you
trauma.
wouldn't be interested. This war was thought up by the devil and none other. Not by the Holy Spirit, that's for sure. I don't even want to remember. The thoughts alone make my hair white.
I am not telling him to get over himself. No. Oh, you have a visitor.
Greetings to you, mistress of the house.
Hi, very skinny pig-like demon.
I was flying back from Igor's job when I noticed something. Some bandits jumped a Khaldun near the crossroads. He drove a cart. Perhaps there is something useful for you there.
Maybe.
Okay. Off we go. I should search for evil spirits in the forest near the Izba and get rid of any chorts. Sure. Instant fight. No talking. Instant fight. Oh, there's two of them. I only saw the one. Okay, so one's gone. I keep forgetting to have you do your thing. Yeah, all enemies take 1. A peddler is a traveling merchant. Among his wares, one can sometimes find an occasional enchanted item. Sure, let's go see what he's got.
Low prices, come and see for yourself. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. Oh, this is what I have, and these are what he's selling. Okay, I was looking... I was so confused. How many items do I have? I have 3. Let's buy another one. I think that's all we're gonna do. No one has seen any snakes here for several days. I suppose I drove off these creatures. It should be quiet here now, and I don't mind walking through a quiet grove by the river.
You stumble upon a strange clearing. The trees are fallen, as if hit by a hurricane. Or perhaps the master of the forest walked this path. What's strange is that in the middle of the clearing, a single tree stands undamaged. You come closer and realize that the tree was saved by the prikrish herb that grows among its roots. You bow to the plant and cut it down. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Okay, so it's the one that gives me protection. Okay. These crossroads always had a bad reputation, and not by chance. I've learned that in person. It seems that where the roads meet, the border between worlds grows thin.
Near the covered crosses, you notice a jug of milk and a loaf of bread. It would seem that someone still visits these old graves. With sadness, you wonder if dead men need any treats.
Make it
You
offer.
leave some coins and rest a bit before continuing on your journey.
Double belief. Even after the adoption of Russian Christianity, some aspects of paganism remained. To a certain extent, there was an exchange of supreme pagan deities for Christian ones, with the inferior ones becoming evil spirits. This concept is best characterized by the notion of double belief, an everyday mingling of one's religious beliefs and a worldview that includes elements of 2 religions. Double belief is a sort of double think, incertitude or tenuous indecisiveness about both religions. People believe in both Christian dogmas and esoteric teachings. Russians observe the holidays of Maslentisa and Ivan Kupala, both of which have pagan origins. Didn't I just... Oh, over here. Oh, I'm right here. I thought it was over there. Looks like it went off the road and broke down. Set off.
A cart has gone off the road, but no one seems to be around, neither its owner nor the horses. The cart itself is empty except for one jewelry box, obviously left behind by the owners. Its lid is slightly ajar. Glass shards of various colors gleam inside, reflecting the moonlight.
Okay, well, we're gonna read the thing first. What have you done, you rascal? Each Koldun has his shorts. For a long time, we suspected our uncle Kolyan to be a knower, but he hadn't seen his shorts. One time, I climbed up into the attic, searched everywhere. and found a jewelry box. It had lots of glass shards that looked like just like candies, green ones, yellow ones, blue ones, red ones. I started to look them over, seeing how they sparkled. Suddenly there was the sound of someone on the stairs. Uncle Kolyan had returned from mowing. "What have you done, you little rascal?" he screamed. "The chorts won't let me rest now. They'll torture me to death." And that's precisely what happened. Our uncle fell ill and died a year later. One shouldn't disturb chorts. Okay then. Take the
You
jewelry
carefully
box.
pick the item up and get ready to go on your way.
Your first level always has Glass Demons page. I don't think I have that page, but okay. The road to Vilgort winds along the picturesque bank of the Kolva River.
From afar, you hear two demons arguing furiously. Their shouts make the treetops sway. It seems that they are arguing over a fish they caught in some peasant's fish trap. When you take a good look, you realize that a human soul is in the trap, shrunken in horror. You quickly draw a circle and read your first Zagavar. The chorts drop the trap, and the soul slips away and flies into the sky.
Yay, one less sin. And I get no damage on this one. Ooh, for each... Ooh. There. You're gone. You're done. You're done so.
You're done. Time out.
Mm-hmm. Bridges connect two riverbanks, thus they act as a kind of border between worlds. It's well known that borders are a favorite place for spirits to dwell.
On a bridge over a small river near Vilgert, two cart drivers argue over who should have way first. They are arguing fiercely, not realizing that each has a demon over the left shoulder. It's the demon's job to bring discord and serve as a prompter of sorts, whispering lines into their ears.
Attack
You
the
casually draw a circle while the demons are making fun of the peasants. These chorts clearly weren't ready for your first Zagavar.
Okay, we're gonna do you. Okay, so 4 to you. Waste on you. Let's do this one. And I can
The
level
peasants
up.
pay no mind to the sounds of fighting. Nevertheless, by the time the Chorts have gone back to hell, the argument is also over, and both peasants go about their own business.
Okay. curved lake on the left bank of the Kolva.
By the icy smooth surface of the lake, you notice a horse, anxiously shaking its mane. A couple of demons are tugging on its bridle, trying to steal it from its master, who is asleep beneath a slope nearby.
Well, we're going
With
to
a
attack those
practiced
demons.
movement, you draw a circle and open the black book.
Oh.
The peasant wakes up from the sounds of fighting. With a sinking heart, he watches as the demon's strikes send whirlwinds around you. Although the man cannot see the demons themselves, he seems to have guessed at what is happening. After a horrific realization, he hops onto his horse and flees, without waiting for the fight's outcome.
I mean, I don't blame him for that. The woods near the old riverbed of the Kolva do not yet have a name for their own, so everyone just calls them the Eastern Woods or the Eastern Grove.
You walk along an old path through the eastern woods. At this hour, the moon shines especially bright. Everything around you glows with a mysterious light. All of a sudden, you hear loud voices and metallic ringing coming from the woods. You can only guess what this late-night commotion is all about. Trying not to make a sound, you go deep into the woods. Finally, the branches part, and you see a curious sight. Some Khaldoons, unknown to you, are trying to agree on the price of a pile of copper samovars. One of them looks deeply upset and constantly knocks on one of the items. It seems he wants to demonstrate its quality. You notice a pair of red eyes peeking out from the samovar.
Let's just leave. The church stands atop the northern slope, the most scenic spot in Vilgort. It was built with white stone, and at night it looks like it glows. In the sun, it shines even brighter.
You arrive during the long pre-dawn twilight. Sharp points of age-old fir trees from a jagged wall far behind the church of Wiedelgort. The priest has already begun preparations for the morning rituals. He notices you, puts aside his chores, and greets you.
We'll greet
Who
him
goes
back.
there at the crack of dawn? Is it you, Vasilisa? Cover your head, girl. Tfu! Morning, Holy Father. Goya? Is that you? And don't tell me you want me to marry you to her.
Well, it's too early for me. Kolya, on the other hand.
Hey, Vasa. Don't go deciding the things for me.
We came for another reason, actually. We need a name, an Orthodox one, from the list of the holy names, from the Sviatse.
Menologies or Sviesci are calendars of the Orthodox Church. Liturgical books that denote the days of remembrance for saints and the annual cycle of church holidays. They were included in many liturgical books and indicated the features of worship services for any given day. Among peasants, Svietzi were often used to decide the name of a child. A child would receive one of the names of the saints who were born venerated that day by the Orthodox Church.
It can't be. Are you expecting? No, we want to give a name to a demon.
We wish to name this demon, not Changeling Girl, like the subtitles say.
You want to what?
Father Yefrem sways, walks back to the nearest wall, and sits heavily on a bench.
Are you sure you don't want to marry?
It's all for good. We want to free this girl.
You explain your encounter with the Banya bride, and what she needs for her freedom.
I've heard about the changelings. Not sure how it works, though. I can't give you a name. The church tricked you both. Nothing good can come of it.
Choosing a name from Sviatse turns out to be not such an easy task. How can I make him reconsider?
Christian
What if
soul?
it's not a demon, but a Christian soul doomed to suffer? That would be a sin for sure.
Truly. They say you are a witch now, Vasa. It will soon be the harvest day of Ivan the Long. We need to disperse the dry winds. Help our village, and I, in turn, will help you with the name.
It's a deal. I know a ritual to thwart dry winds. We'll go visit the field.
All right. You'll have your name.
Father Yefrem opens a heavy book with a silver cover.
Choose. These days we honor the holy Claudia, Matriona, and Alexandra.
You ended up getting an hour in and realizing you messed up the run permanently by removing the starter grass. Oh no!
Oopsies!
Oh no!
Womp womp.
I'm gonna like
Kolya,
Nikolai choose.
she's your bride. You choose.
Let's call her Matriona. It's a good name. You would name her after a respectable woman? Watch out. She might become a knower.
Somebody's in a bad mood and we probably aren't doing that mod pack anymore. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's kind of
Thank you, Father.
bummer.
Well, the field is about a mile to the west.
I'll try to thwart the winds. See you later.
You soon arrive at your destination. The field looks empty in the
You can
twilight of the
just
dawn.
lie.
Cold
Yeah, you can
wind
just lie.
seems to penetrate
So
you to
messed
the
up.
bone. When you step onto the plowed field, you sense a familiar shiver. This field harbors evil spirits.
Oh no, not the evil
You find
spirits.
a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat ears. It's a Khaldun's zalom. The stems are tied in a knot and dusted with ashes and salt. Fresh grave soil, eggshells, and steamed grains are laid around it. You draw a circle. You feel that demons are not far off.
Wind, O wind of the seven brothers, the oldest one, do not blow from the rotten corner. Do not bring rain from the west. But blow us warmth, render good service to our people, bring forth pleasant rain.
Okay, that whole sentence was not at all what is written in the subtitles, but okay.
Joy to plowmen, glory to you, fierce one.
You finish reciting the Zagaver, and for a moment, silence falls. Suddenly, a creaky voice from behind startles you.
You sure are a strange creatures. First you curse it, then you bless it right after.
By you, do you mean us Khaldun's?
Ha! Humans, always on the border between worlds. And that is why you always lose. But who am I to complain?
You are a grotesque little demon.
My name is Andrico.
This little
And
demon's smaller than you, baby.
I've heard
I don't
about
care.
you. You're the new witch, Vasilisa.
So is it you who spoils the field, sending dry winds?
Spoil? You use the wrong word. I am helping the peasants, and I am a master at this. I mean, surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
I don't get it.
Possible good can broken rye do?
Oh, you disappoint me. All right, here's the thing. The peasants will have a bad harvest this year. That is so. But it will make them search for new, better ways to grow wheat. So when the real famine comes, people will be ready. Their newly gained skills will help them overcome the true hardships. As you can see, I am a visionary. Well, now, shall we go our separate ways?
Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. It's not by chance that I came across this Zalom.
A kind of harmful sorcery related to agriculture. A bundle of wheat ears are tied. A Zalum can destroy crops as well as cause sicknesses and death.
You don't say. Perhaps you know who's to blame.
The Zalom caused this chort to appear. Who left these weeders? Who summoned this chort? You were sent here by another Khaldun, weren't you?
Ha! Right. You know, I'm starting to like you. I could even tell you who the Khaldun is who sent me. If you weren't so careful, the Zalom had already been enchanted when I arrived. Want to make a deal? Let me finish what I started. I'll send some dry winds, and after that, I'll be a servant. The famine will cause death in heaps.
I don't want to cause death to anyone.
I
Refuse.
have all the chorts I need. Don't be a glib with me. Tell me.
Fight.
Enough talking. I'll definitely banish you from this field.
Oh my gosh, you are tall. Oh my gosh, you have a lot of health.
This was not well thought out.
Summons more evil spirits. No. All minions disappear when this demon dies. Okay. That's good. Tracks seal a random page. Oh no. Attack, steal a random page. Hey, well, I'm slowly getting there.
You shouldn't have got in my way.
And yet I have.
He did
Deal
pretty
with
good.
it.
His damage is low. He's stinky.
Okay, that card is sealed, so... That card is sealed. Oh, no.
Well. Oh, dude.
Okay, so I can't do any damage to him this round. I just haven't seen an amount of shield. Like, I'm down to 20. Or 15, dang. Woo! 14. Yes!
So, the name of the girl will be... a fitting name. You did the right thing sorting out that demon. Won't spoil any good crops anymore.
Woo!
Well, you've got all the items you need. Now we can try freeing your bride. Since you have the book now, I can't go. I'm not as strong of a Khaldun anymore, to tell the truth. And Abdiricha is a powerful spirit. She can charm and skin you alive so fast that you won't know what hit you. So,
Sounds
Vasya,
lovely.
you must prepare yourself properly. Perhaps you have some questions.
Ritual.
What kind of ritual should we perform? I don't remember you teaching me any such things.
I've never saved changelings from the banyas. I think you will need to go down beneath the floor.
Okay.
The bannik will test you there. You have all the right items, but don't forget your wits. Perhaps you have some questions.
What is that, Abdiricha?
Who knows where this one came from? These things all emerge in different ways. They say a bannik settles in a banya where 40 children were born.
The origin of this mythological creature is in most people's minds is closely associated with original sin. According to folklore, an Abdriha manifests in a new banya if someone gives birth in it. As soon as a newborn is washed for the first time in a banya, an Abrahiha, I know I'm not pronouncing it how they say it, but I'm having issues, springs up. In some regions, it was believed that the number of them in a banya corresponds to the number of newborns washed in them. In other regions, people believe that they manifest only after the 40th baby is washed. They may dwell under the shelves, benches, or beneath the furnace of a banya. She is considered a harmful entity to last washers and is especially dangerous to little children. It was believed that small children under the age of 1, when left alone in a banya, may be switched by them for an aspen log. I mean, why would you leave a child under the age of 1 in a bathhouse to begin with? So,
As for this one, the only thing we can say for sure is that she switches out children. Is it an accident or not? Only the Abdiricha can answer that. Perhaps you have some questions.
Time to hit the road.
my shorts are done. The imp tells the Susetko that the offerings his family give him are just too small. Enraged, house spirit makes noises each night, ruining the entire family's sleep. The cows are left without milk, and the family is left without food. The demon sets a swarm of insects upon the house of a nobleman. Now they have plenty of guests, he laughs. Sure, do the thing you just did again.
I still wonder how word gets out in the land of Perm. I traveled to Vilgord. No one fears me like they used to anymore. Must have heard that I transferred the power to you.
So why weren't you killed at the crossroads?
Huh, so the fiends circled around me. Well, I think that's it. We'll meet Timofey soon. Then I see one demon wearing a red hat. So I grabbed it. Then everything froze. Turns out the hat was changed to him. The demons went round and round, glaring at me with their fiery eyes. And their leader says, "Return the hat, I'll do anything."
Okay.
He could bring back my brother, though. I asked him then, "Where do you come from, you accursed demons?" And what do you know? Prokopy, the holy fool, sent them for me as a sort of a sacrifice. It wasn't the master of the forest who helped him, but demons all along. The children who disappeared in Vilgord were also his doing. He fed them all to his chords.
How terrible.
Timofey among them.
Oh, no.
Devil curse Prokopy's soul. If I ever see him in hell, even there I'll try to curse him. I'll make sure he suffers. I will.
What did you do with the chorts?
Send them to kill Prokopy. In the end, everyone thought he had drank one too many. But it was my shorts. That's not the end of it. But I'm tired.
You're just still just giving me little bits
Next
here and
time
there.
I will tell you about the Plague Book.
Why would the Banya bride need this sort of things?
I reckon it's the only way she can get out of the ethereal world. She needs things from the human world. You see, there's no living man without a cross, a belt, and a name. This girl never had any of that.
Okay. Visitors.
Listen, Vasa, I have a problem. Before we go searching for the charts, can you help me with this business of mine?
I've been doing a
There's
quest for
this
you for the
old
longest
friend of
time.
mine. Trofim is his name.
The hunter from Kishkanogov Sloboda?
Right. He disappeared all of a sudden. I don't know what to think after this Abjiricha business. He could have been captured by the Leshi. Vasa, will you come with me to Sloboda to help find him?
Sure.
All right. It's not far after all.
By taking on one of your companion's tasks, you pause the progress of your current task and postpone all visitors until the next day. Okay. After completing your companion's task, you will resume your current task. Okay.
Right. Just a couple of hours away. Not far from Yenidor.
Wait, I lived in Sloboda when I was younger. I remember I had a stash there. Take it, Vasilisa. You might need it.
Okay. Let's go. This road passes by Pintinia village. My grandpa took me there when he was making his rounds as a koldun during the haymaking season.
After a long walk on the old road, you see the wooden dome of the chapel, and then Pantina village itself. Tired from journeying, Nikolai walks into the first izba he sees to have a mug of kvass and to catch his breath. You grow weary. Something isn't right about this building.
I'm gonna follow
The
him.
gloomy hosts serve you and your companion, keeping you on the opposite side of the central beam. Judging by their faces, it seems to you that all is not right in this house.
Okay. I apparently missed one. Zagavors are special ritual texts. Reading them might produce specific magical effects. They were used to cure illness, protect from evil spirits, and harm ill wishers. For instance, Khalduns chant a Zagavor when creating Zalam, wheat ears tied in a special way. Zagavors are characterized by their almost poetic language and structure. They consist of a commencement, the beginning of the Zagavor, and order, a wish posed in the text, and a key specific words anchored the actions of the ritual. Okay, I kind of already knew all that. The interior of the Izba is divided by a mine, not mine principle. The central beam, or menisma, a log that holds the ceiling up, divided an Izba into two evenly spaced parts. It was forbidden to enter the owner's half without an invitation. Guests sat on a bench by the stove. One of the ends of the central beam jutted out beyond the wall of the Izba, and a horse or a rooster was carved into that end. Up to the 19th century, it was carved with 7 or 9 swings of an axe, which was its own ritual of sorts. These carvings were called on to protect the house from evil. A rooster is a personification of death linked to the concept of the world of the unliving, ancestors and descendants. A horse or a foal performed the same protection function. It is no accident that the heroic horse of the legendary Bogatyr Ila Murmont was once an emaciated foal. Other nationalities placed totemic ancestor skulls on top of the house. Okay. Search.
You quickly scan the room and the inner porch. No demons are to be found, so you go outside. When you raise your head, your suspicions are confirmed. A demon sits on the roof, lazily swatting at mosquitoes.
I mean, it's not really doing anything.
You decided not to bother the chore, so as not to interfere in your colleague's business.
This road is a bit roundabout. The direct route has grown over. People don't use it.
A dry wind drives small whirlwinds along the road in front of the person who is walking towards you. You calm Nikolai down. This Zagavor peddler is familiar to you.
Be wise and go forth. No literal serve as your daily bread.
Yeah, see if you have anything good. Old Igor hid his herb stash somewhere here. With his directions, I should have no trouble finding it.
You easily find Yegor's herb stash on the outskirts of the village. In the gallbets of an abandoned izba, you find a pot that is covered in dust. As soon as you pick it up, chorts appear. It seems old Yegor left behind his herbs, along with those guarding them.
I ain't gonna play no card game. I ain't good at it. Wait, you are about to participate in a battle puzzle? What? In battle puzzles, you get a special set of black book pages with which you need to overcome enemy demons. You can inspect the deck by clicking on the black book at the bottom of the screen near the pages that you cast. During battle puzzles, equipped items and skill upgrades are disabled. What? Game over. You try to raise your hand and make a sign of the cross, but you have no strength left. Restart the battle. What? Okay, what do I do? What? I'm so confused. I'm gonna fail again.
What's wrong?
No, I don't want to skip. I want to figure this out.
So what's the issue you're having?
I have to beat him in 2 turns, but I only have a set number of cards.
So it's all about comboing properly, huh? What does well versed do?
Let's see if that. Yeah, and still didn't do it. Still didn't do it. I used all of the black cards I have, and it's still... Bookbinding.
Like, do you just not have a good deck anymore?
I don't know. It's just like... It keeps giving me the same set of cards.
Well, streamer, your wife is gonna be nosy. Let's do it one more time. Okay. The page effect amplifies, okay? The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. Alright.
I'm gonna try this one for this round.
And then do we have another, well...
No. These are all the same.
Helper.
And then we we have this one, and these ones are the exact same as they were.
What about if you swap it?
I can't. That's a key, and that's...
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be one short again.
Do you just not have the right stats in your skills or something? That's the closest you've gotten so far.
That's what I got last one. So, I'm just gonna skip this one because I obviously can't complete it.
Wait.
So,
One more time, please.
no,
Okay, sorry.
it's the same cards. You're making me do the same thing over and over again.
Well, instead of putting the well-versed as a key, why didn't you put that there instead? Honest question.
Because that's what I did.
No,
Recognizing an heir of the old Khaldun, the shorts flee in horror. You open the clay jar and indeed discover a multitude of useful herbs. Even dry, they haven't lost their magical properties.
This crumbling shore has a Permian name. There are a great number of these names in the UZ. An old field is called Shotyun, for instance.
A lively small river pierced the sandy bank here, forming a wall above the noisy water. You see a strange, dark figure sitting by the water. You sense it's not a demon, but not quite a regular human either. When you come closer, you see it's the Holy Fool with her revolting smile.
The Holy Fool?
A witch and a soldier.
Oh.
What a pair. A lord and a lady.
God bless. Is this the way to Slobodar?
It is. What are you leading there for, huh?
Old woman, maybe you've seen a friend of mine. He's a hunter. Trafim is his name.
I heard he's gone missing. Well, such is life. But I haven't seen him. No.
She is creepy.
You haven't, you say?
Not since the first snow, no. He's a hunter. Wanders around the forest.
And you, old woman, what are you doing here at this late hour?
Can't I have a drink of water at night? I've got no time for you. No time.
The woman abruptly jumps up and with impressive agility disappears into the bushes.
A strange woman. Gives me the creeps. Might she be a witch or a demon?
No, doesn't look like it. But I did sense something odd.
Well, Slobodar is close.
Just okay then.
You barely encounter anyone in the sleeping village, but Nikolai sets to work with fervor. You look around. It seems that the store is still open, thanks to its attached pothouse. A somber wall of coniferous forests stands black on the horizon.
Well, he went missing quite a long time ago. We've been searching for him for a week or two already, right? Must have fell into a bog of some sort. God rest his soul.
Well, well. He might turn up yet.
God willing.
Did he go missing before?
In the middle of the summer? Never. During the hunting season it is to be expected. He went away for a long time. And now? Strange thing. Not even a drinker, that one. People saw him speaking to Lucaria, the Holy Fool, before he disappeared. People asked her, but she knows nothing. A fool, what do you expect? With the amount of misfortunes she had, no wonder she lost her mind.
What happened to her?
She used to be an ordinary gal, but then her husband passed away. and her child followed him. Since then, she has gone mad. Left the village and built a hut in the swamps. Lives off a pittance.
What might she discuss with Rafim?
Devil knows. Ask her herself.
Where can we find her?
She lives in the swamps to the north of here, in a crooked little hut. I myself haven't seen it, but people talk. Though if I were you, I would keep away from those swamps. A dark place. We rarely pass there, only if you want to take a shortcut to Yenidor.
Okay. Swamps?
Tell me about your swamps.
They are called Kasyan swamps. I don't know who Kasyan is, but one thing is for sure. The paths through these swamps are winding.
Winding.
One could easily lose their way.
On our way, we ran into a frightening woman.
That was Lucaria. Who else? Every village has its black sheep. We have Lucaria.
Kolya, if you remember, the woman told us that she hasn't seen Trafim.
Right. Something's fishy here.
Let's head to her hut and question the mistress.
Wait, you're not in nowhere, are you? Could you fix our creek? It's a bit to the west. Whisper a bit or something? What a creek it once was. They call it Dog Creek now.
Very well. Thanks for your assistance. We'll offer our help if we're nearby.
God bless.
Okay. Dog Creek. Something's not quite right about this creek. Things happen here. A peasant from the village asked us to check it out and deal with any spirits.
A river flow has burst out from the overgrown slope and gurgles down the wooden trough to the crooked platform, long since rotted through and obviously forgotten. You sense ancient devil sorcery nearby, and unwittingly tighten your grip on the book. By intuition, you look under the platform. You were right. You meet the gaze of a devil idol, dug from the earth by the flow of the river. Looks like the local peasants are deterred by this ancient sorcery. You hold out your hand and grip the bronze goddess with the tips of your fingers. The moment you start to pull on it, a hairy paw grabs your arm. The ancient artifact is protected by Chuj spirits.
Okay, there's 3 of them. Wait, what up? What? Okay, so I did not see that I have to apparently beat this in 1 turn. Wait, no. This does 5. So. Wait, why are we being buggy now? It was bugging out, so I can't do anything, so. Game? Restart the battle, please. What? My game bugged. To the main menu, please. And then let's go back in and see what happens. Game? You okay? Okay, I'm gonna force close it. And then relaunch it and see if that fixes it.
A river flow has burst out from the overgrown slope, and by intuition, you look under the platform. You were right. You meet the gaze of a...
Let's just leave. Because apparently that was bugged out anyway, so... This is the gloomy swamp where the women we met on the road of the village built her house.
Swamp water glitters menacingly with the sharply pointed stars of the night sky. Nikolai walks in front of you as you pass over hillocks and dry ground. He says that during the service, he had to find his way through even nastier swamps. In the dawn mist, you can finally make out the izba you're looking for. Its black windows gaze at you, like the eyes of a dead man. Cockroaches scatter as you open the crooked door. Inside, the izba is even grimier. You smell rot and desolation. You flinch. A shadow ran by the window to the forest.
Go after it. The holy fool ran in this direction. The noises coming from the forest are rather strange. It sounds like bones crunching. Ooh. What the...
Though you lost the fool in the dark, Nikolai follows her tracks as if you were following her in broad daylight. You step under the thick canopy of the unwelcoming forest and pause. You hear a terrible crunch in front of you that evokes the image of dry bones.
Alright, night shorties.
You're greeted
Talk to you
by
later.
a huge
Have a
joint.
good one. And again, why the new time limit suddenly? That's not gonna do enough. Okay, I will figure this out. Okay, so we need you. We need you. You. Still not gonna be enough. Hold on, I think I know what I did wrong. Yeah. Go ahead. Restart battle. It's only gonna do 13. Okay, yeah, we're gonna skip this. I don't know why. All of a sudden, there's like been a huge level, like difficulty increase with the whole like time limit number of attacks.
No, wait! Wicked people! Villains! Don't touch my child!
Jesus and his troops. Does she think it's her child?
Get out of the forest! I didn't call you, nor would I ever wish to, you damned Kuldoons!
Is she out of her mind? Or is it something we're not seeing? What sort of demon are we dealing with here?
Changeling.
Changeling. Lord, she nursed her changeling for so long. Soon it outgrow the forest itself. It's clear now. No one grows that much eating regular food.
You're a changeling, you damned witch!
Where is Trefim, you hysterical woman?
Kolya, look around. She's been feeding a demon. Feeding it with people.
My child must eat, yes. He needs food to grow.
Cursed woman. I'll show you how to kill people.
Wait, let's question her first. Where did you get the changeling?
There's no changeling here. Only my girl, my Lucaria.
Try to remember. We may be able to help you.
Lucaria, hush, my girl. They will leave soon, and soon you'll have a nap.
You won't learn anything from her.
It's so unlikely we'd find the girl. Who knows how long it took for it to grow that much? Who knows how much dreadful food? I don't even want to think about it. Step aside. We'll banish this demon.
Banish yourself, you filth. Leave me and my Lucaria alone. Begone! Begone!
We can't leave this chort alone. The next thing you know, he'll feast on Sloboda and Pantina.
That won't happen. We'll burn it. I have to do it. For Trefim's sake. Shoo!
Begone! Begone!
There's no talking to her. Her mind is gone.
Here is what I think. She's as guilty for my friend's death as the demon. Who knows how many more died because of her?
He has a point.
She has to pay for her evil deeds.
We should burn this chort. She can burn with it if
Oh
she
my
so
gosh.
wishes.
Nikolai lights the dry branches with his flint, and fire quickly engulfs the chort. Soon, ash is all that remains of him and his holy fool of a patron.
What a night. I'm glad that chart is finished, but I'm still scared. I feel uneasy about that woman. Oh, Vaisa, we shouldn't have done it.
Nonsense. She might have tried to get the changeling back. We wouldn't let that happen.
How many horrible chorts like that is there in our Uyest?
It's not the last of them, that's for sure. That's the very reason Khaldoons are needed. To help the regular folk and save them from evil spirits.
Oh, I need to catch my breath. I better go home and sleep. Trafim. Vaisa, did we at least help the right village?
There's no doubt about it, Koda.
Thank you, Vasilisa. If you need anything, you can always count on me. Don't doubt it.
Okay.
Thank you, Vaisa, for not letting down.
Oh, Yegor, thank God I caught you.
I am not in charge around here anymore. Vasilisa is the one you're looking for.
What kind of life is it here? 1 minute it's hunger, another war. Oh well, at least my cow is still healthy. What was I saying? Some time ago, I was walking along the Bonevsk road late at night. There, on the other shore. A frightful place, I tell you. Then, all of a sudden, something clattered and shot past me. Like a whirlwind, I tell you. God help me, I made it home.
All right. I'll go check if there are any demons there.
I'm not worried about that. Put a Zagovar on me, will you?
Pooty, don't you know there's nothing better than the sign of the cross?
All right. I'll whisper something. What with you coming all this way and all?
Oh, thank you, kind girl.
Alright, off we go. Our demon spotted a magic herb in the grove near the Izba. I should go and get it while the night is still young.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red, and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer, and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb, Adam's Head. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
The forest near Orlov, Korea, which shares its namesake, where you can often find useful herbs, useful for a witch anyway.
While passing a small birch grove, you notice the golden flowers of the tirlich herb. The ground is covered with its flowers, as if it were a golden carpet. You hold your breath and bow 6 times. When you rise from the final bow, you see that only one flower remains. Where the others have gone is a mystery. You carefully cut down the tirlich herb and take it with you. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
The most picturesque road to Vilgort passes through the forest near Rusalka backwaters. It is a shame that it is such a dangerous place.
You notice deep, humanoid tracks. It's unclear whether they were left during rain or if someone heavy walked here recently. Still, you feel some uneasiness when you get closer.
Investigate
You come
tracks.
closer and study the tracks. It is obvious now why you had an uneasy feeling looking at them from afar. Each track is glowing with a dull, blue sorcerer's light that only witches can see. People like you. A Khaldun put one of his demons in the tracks so that they would curse passersby. All of a sudden, one of the tracks erupts into a blue flame. A demon appears and moves towards you. Unwilling to walk around with someone else's curse, you brace yourself for a fight.
Okay, we don't have the freaking time limit on this one, finally.
With the demons gone, the blue light of the tracks fades as well, along with the evil sorcery.
Okay. Also, did I level up? I did level up. The crossroads always had a bad reputation and not by chance. I've learned that in person. It seems, okay, so that says the same thing. Again.
It's lonely and scary on the road at night. Around you is an unfriendly silence, broken only by the sound of your footsteps. The old graves at the crossroads have no offerings.
Okay. So there was literally no reason to go there. Through these picturesque woods lies the road to Vilgort. Peasants say it's haunted. I'll have to inspect the road and get rid of any demons.
You hear the sound of wheels tearing through the silence of the sleeping road like a knife. Ahead, you see the silhouette of a wagon moving in your direction. The cart is filled with freshly cut ears of grain. You shout your greetings, and the wagon stops nearby. The driver looks at you with cold, staring eyes.
I wish you a good harvest.
We thank you kindly.
Where are you taking this bread?
Not very far, you might say. You'll be there soon enough.
Good heavens. Where's that place then?
You just had to mention God, didn't you? Now we'll have to kill you.
In the blink of an eye, the cart is transformed.
Okay.
The drivers turn into demons. The horses turn into harnessed sinners. Instead of bread, you see dead bodies. It looks like you've stumbled upon a cart in which demons carry sinners to hell.
Okay then. No. Oh, I guess. They look like just normal horses, but okay. I'm not a horse.
You can sound hoarse though.
The cart, along with the sinners, disappears into black flame. You don't know whether this fight helped the souls escape their captors.
This part of the road passes close to a steep drop over the Kova. Once Aleshi led some lad around here and nearly caused him to fall into the river.
Amidst the branches, you notice a glint of the demon's eyes. It seems that the Chorts are waiting to ambush some unwitting passerby. You draw a circle and aim your Zagavar at the demons.
Let's go. They have two faces. They have faces in their bellies. Oh great, they summoned another one. I heard that peddlers smell up. Okay, look. There's people selling things. Let's see if there's anything worth buying. Or anything we can buy.
A motley swarm of peddlers has created a small fair by the village. Some traders have stayed rather late. You might get lucky and find something useful among their varied goods.
You're not what we consider an average girl, are you? In that case, I'll show you some fine wares. Here, take a look.
Nope, I didn't want to sell that. I thought this was what she was buying.
Oops.
I was looking in the wrong section.
Oopsie oopsie.
Pretty much.
Low prices, come and see for yourself. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
Freya.
I think I'm good for now. Curved ravine, bad reputation, didn't stop the Kulyashovs from building a prosperous farmstead nearby. As far as I know, they live pretty well.
It seems someone was expecting you. Someone appears to have cursed the peasant's cow, and it stopped giving milk. You try to remember. Was this your doing? One way or the other, you whisper requisite zagavers, and now the animal will recover. The thankful hosts give you some fresh bread and a small pot of honey.
Yay, money. Banyas are prone to fires. People stoke the flames too hard at times. That's why they're often built on riverbanks. Nowadays, some of these banyas are abandoned.
The door to the abandoned banya opens with a shrill creak. After that, the old building is silent, waiting for the ritual to begin. You can only guess how this ritual will end. Some fitting spells come to mind. However, none of them were made to free changelings. Your heart skips a beat when you look upon the unknown, dim as the dark interior of a stove.
As soon as we took the stone, a female hand grabbed my arm. You won't have the stone unless you marry me. You're a demon, surely. No, a Christian soul. Take me as your wife, and we'll marry in the church. The soldier took a better look. The girl was pretty and might bear him many children. He agreed, and she told him, "Come tomorrow at midnight. You'll meet my father and head to the banya, and you'll deal with him. But keep this in mind. You'll have to pick me out of from 12 identical girls. Don't choose the ones with yellow teeth or mine are white. Also, my father will offer you 2 sacks for the dowry. Don't choose the left one, as it holds all of man's sorrows. Take the right one, it holds a fortune." The soldier did what he was told. The head of the banya howled with rage and vanished.
You start with the usual summoning
Talk
Zagavar,
about cheating.
hoping that Nikolai's bride will answer you.
Agreed.
Perhaps you'll just have to give her all of the requisite items. The Zagavar soon comes to an end, and the changeling girl stands before you.
We brought the things we promised. Soon you'll be free.
The girl tries to say something, but an unintelligible whisper is all that escapes her lips. Her entire figure seems tinged with smoke.
What's going on? We can't understand you.
The girl covers her mouth. Her figure screams despair. Tears drip from her empty eye sockets. You whisper an old Zagavr, and you finally understand what she's saying. Her voice calls to you, as if from far away.
The one called Banik dwells in darkness. She wouldn't let the accursed children go. The stove, the fire, the boiling water, the flayed skin. These are the keys to her domain. I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. Mind you, that...
The girl doesn't manage to finish the sentence. She is engulfed with flames and clouds of steam. The shelves fall over when a hole to the ethereal world opens like a maw.
What? Hi? Under the shelf.
The entrance to the underground burns with unbearable
I
heat.
guess the bunny
You
is
recall
angry.
this happening when you stepped into the maw of the Hellhound. This time, old Yegor isn't around. Your confidence in your ability to get out is also nowhere to be found. You tell Nikolai to wait for you in the banya, and step inside. The world flashes with blinding heat. You're familiar with the feeling of passing between worlds. However, once again, even on this, your third time, it sweeps over you like a sudden gale and slams you mercilessly to the ground. When you come to, you're surrounded by a ringing silence. Nikolai lies at your side. He too is stunned from the teleportation, but is already coming to his senses. He obviously didn't listen to your instructions.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't he supposed to stay behind?
Julia, are you alright? I told you to wait in the banya.
But I couldn't just leave you like that alone. I can keep it together now, I think.
Well, the more the merrier, I suppose. Anyway, there's no way back now. Follow me.
Such a fearsome girl. You'd better stay behind me.
Don't get yourself killed.
Okay. Yay, more Adam's head.
What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her domain. What did the girl say? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her domain.
Okay. Maybe it needs to be this way? Okay, that's obviously a stove. That's fire. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a water bucket. And some kind of, like, weapon. Okay. Aha, there we go. You're just being fickle.
You continue your journey into the domain of the Abdiricha. Nikolai tags along, constantly glancing around. You don't blame him, for you are also alarmed. And suddenly, it seems you are right to be. A couple of chorts bar your way.
They're kind of cute.
The defeated chorts vanish into the thick subterranean shadows. You move further along the grim corridors. Nikolai follows you. You notice he's clenching the cross taken from the Ikotnitsa. His knuckles are white, and his hands shiver, but his eyes are full of determination. One tight corridor leads to another. The lower you go, the harder it is to breathe. Your path is lit only by burning embers and the scattered rays of the dawn coming from the human world somewhere above. It seems this journey will never end when suddenly a black figure bars your way.
Oh, is this finally is this the one we need to find the fight? If that's part of the figure, they'd be creepy. Oh, never mind. Not as creepy as I was thinking.
Around there in the dark.
Your voice is interesting.
We can smell you. We can. Reeks of life will clean you up. Get rid of stinking skin as well.
Greetings to you, Bannock Hostess. Be so kind as to let us stay here, down below.
Hear us out, Banyak dear.
Invite ourselves, we did. I am the mistress here. Can't order me around, can you? Can you? What brings you here, down below?
Why do you steal Christian children? Why don't you let them go?
Who steals children? Who steals children? These are my children. It's quiet here in the dark. It's quiet here in the dark. It's warm from the stove. We're doing just fine here without you living ones.
Okay, very creepy.
What brings you here, down below?
They say Bannocks rule over the Aspen demons. Is it true?
Why do you want to know? Why? So what if it's true? Maybe not. What then? We want to ask something else. What brings you here, down below?
We came to ask for your daughter's hand. I have a young groom, you have a fine bride. Can we bring them together?
No! There's no brides here below! Only embers.
Why'd you all of a sudden sound like you went very far away?
Embers burn.
And now you're back.
Warm old bones.
Yeah? Who burned my arm then? An ember shaped like a hand?
A mark! A mark! A seal on the hand! You found it out! Figure it out!
Well, give us the girl. We know she's here.
All right. Have it your way. We'll show you a bride. Not one, even not one. Choose the one that's yours. You chose wrong. You'd stay here. Here to stay. I'll spin your hair on a rake, then take off your skin.
Ew. She said third from the left, didn't she? Well, there's only 3.
What should we do, Asha? They all look alike.
You remember what the changeling said in the banya? I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. She tried to say something else, but vanished.
Well, I can choose on my own, I guess. After all, I'm to live with her.
Let me guess who the real one is here.
Okay, third from the left, so it would be the right one.
You chose. Guessed it. You got lucky. Probably just lucky. How are they lucky? Why?
We've chosen the bride. Now let her go.
Give her back? Our girl? No.
I'm getting a, like, Gollum vibes from her.
We can't let her go, can we? No, a bride needs a dowry, right? Yes, I'll give you the dowry. I will. Choose the right one, and we'll let the girl go. Choose the right one.
These chests all look lush. What are we to do?
What your bride tell us? I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. Well, we choose the third one from the left.
These demons sure are cunning.
Let me choose a fine one for you.
The right one?
You chose. Which side? Which one? You have chosen but picked the wrong one.
Darn it.
All hope is lost for you now. I'm free to strangle you now.
You promised to give us the bride.
I will. Right after I take your skin.
Well, let's see how this goes. Looks like we should be okay.
You've answered all of your riddles. Give us the girl.
No! She's mine! And now you're mine too.
Stop healing. And of course, she spit out another friend. Lovely. I'm slowly whittling her down.
Give us the bride, and we'll leave.
Okay, this should be it. This should be enough to get rid of her. Yes! And I got her wreath, which gained +3 waste on battle start, +1 damage to pages inflicting damage. Okay.
Quickly, we have to make it. Did you bring what I asked you to?
Here is the belt and the cross. And your name is?
I can't believe it. Am I free? Yes, the demons can't hurt you now.
Yay!
It's dangerous to stay here. The place is unclean, not to mention all the logs flying around. Let's go to our spa. We'll talk there.
Oh yes, this place is dangerous because, you know, it's magical and mystical, and
All right.
let's just leave it the way it is.
And the Banitsa vanished. And here I am.
They lived well in wealth and affection until Maslantisa, when the soldier grew sad. Who is my mother-in-law? Who should I visit for feast? His young bride answered him, let's go to the next village where a woman has been nurturing a baby boy for 16 years, but he still hasn't grown. They left for this village and arrived there on Wednesday. They sought out the house and found the woman cradling her baby. The baby cried out, neither ate nor drank. The bride grabbed at the bundle, threw it over her left shoulder, and cried, do you know what you're raising? The baby turned into a log, and the girl said, I am your real daughter. When you, mother, left me in the banya, a Bannock switched me with this log and cast a veil over your eyes. Since then, their life returned as it should be. Oh,
What a tale! Well, Kolya, you sure got lucky. Sure did find me a fine maiden, a pretty one.
Come on, old Igor. Don't be like that.
Ah, don't worry, I'm not trying to curse you or anything.
I don't know what to do now. So, Kolya, are you going to make good on your word?
I sure am. I'm doing it all by the book, nice and proper. But where would the matchmakers go?
I remember the village the Abderiha stole me from. I remember the minute you freed me. I lived in Pakcha. My relatives still live there. Send the matchmakers there. Though I need to go there with Vasilisa first. You'll find your Aspen demon there. Remember I asked you to question the Abderiha about an Aspen demon?
yes.
She switched me with an Aspen chort, it turns out. This chort now lives with my family, with my mother and father. That's where we'll go. That's the kind of demon I need. Good, I remember the way.
Okay.
She's gone. I doubt she can follow you. It's not so easy to get rid of her. Soon she'll revive in the dark. She can't die. I'm not entirely in the human world, to tell the truth.
How
Until I'm
so?
married, she can bring me back. Are you still alive after 18 years? Nothing to it, really. Wherever the Banya stove is lit, we're with her. Her mind has grown weak, sort of. She's rather old, but she's also taught me things. She's taught me quite a bit.
Okay, like what did she teach you? What did
I'm
she...
an ogre myself, to a certain extent. Let's go then.
Okay, well, I think with that, having wrapped that up, we're just gonna go ahead and call it a night here. Let's save the game. And thank you for everyone who joined me on the stream. And let's go see if there's anyone streaming that we can raid into. Not really, so I will see y'all on Thursday morning at 11. I'm not sure if we will be playing more Black Book or if we'll play more Digimon. But it'll be one of the two. Just as a note for anyone watching this, I will not be streaming on Friday like I usually would be. We have some stuff going on. Yep, see y'all next time bright and early. But y'all have a good rest of your day, night, whatever. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.